Guys, so the question I get often is, how often do you have to work out to lose fat, to lose weight, to really make that change? And, starting off back in the day, I used to think that if you weren't sweating, you weren't working hard enough, you weren't going to make any progress. You had to basically be miserable to be making some form of progress, which that is not true. Okay? I've come to find that is not true. And I've also come to find that you cannot outwork a bad diet. So, last few days, I took a break from tracking. I had some family come down, and I made the most of it. Took them to all the good food places, took a break from tracking just for a few days, and I'm back on it now. So, question is, how am I going to get rid of this? Well, I'm going to get rid of that by tracking my food intentionally into a calorie deficit. That's how we're going to actually drop the weight. I'm going to spill this. So, essentially, calories is how we're going to move the scale. Alright, now what you see me mixing here is protein and magnesium. But that protein, I'm making sure I get that because I need to make sure I'm getting enough protein every single day so that when I am losing the weight, I'm primarily losing body fat, not lean muscle. Main caveat here is protein, or muscle, is what drives our metabolism. It's the active tissue in our bodies. So when we're looking at how often do we have to work out or how much time do we have to spend in the gym to lose weight, well, we want to create that calorie deficit. Tracking our food and getting in movement, that's going to create that calorie deficit. So for me, I shoot for that non-negotiable of at least 45 minutes. I've done some 30-minute workouts just because time was crunched. But, typically I shoot for 45. So I make sure I get a walk in every morning. Right now I'm doing about an hour. But realistically, I start people off with 15 minutes and just trying to progress them up to 45 minutes total of a day. So realistically, if you can commit to 5, 10, or 15 minutes of walking after 3 meals every day, that's going to be a great foundation of movement. If you're able to add in resistance training, 3 to 5 sessions per week, maybe 2 that first week because you're going to be sore. That's normal. That's going to be a great thing to do to stimulate that muscle tissue. Make sure it'll be a little bit easier to retain while you're getting in your protein with it. But especially also building more muscle can improve your metabolism, can improve the way that your body uses carbohydrates as well. So tracking your food in a deficit, which the way you'll know that is tracking it every day, hitting relatively that same range every day, and then seeing week over week what does the scale do. So you track your food into a deficit, you get some movement, you want to be intentional with it, so you want to track it so you're getting in a consistent amount. That's why I say if you got to start with 15, start with what you can do every day. Keep it consistent. And then drinking your water. Making sure you're drinking a good amount of water. I recommend starting off, or at least shooting for that 100 ounces per day. People are like, is it really safe to drink a gallon? I drink a gallon on my training and non-training days. There's nothing wrong with it. You just want to space it out. But when it comes down to how long you have to work out to actually lose the fat, there's no time limit on it. You can get a hell of a workout with just your body weight in 20 minutes. There's really no excuse with it. It's really a matter of, do you want to do it? Do you want to make the change, and are you willing to? Because everyone wants this lean toned physique, but it doesn't mean everybody has it. Even me. I got a lot to cut down. I don't know how it looks. People give me a lot of compliments at the gym. I see what they're talking about, but I have a lot to lose. All right, I got big goals for this year, and I need to hunker down on it. So, little day one mentality today. Cutting myself about 300 calories lower than I was for today. I'm not going to do that every day, but I know how I've been eating the last few days. So, this is going to make up for it a little bit, but biggest thing is you start controlling and tracking your intake. You start tracking your output, and then you'll see how your body reacts in time. And from there, that's how you're going to actually lose the weight. And again, you want to make sure you're losing body fat. Keep that metabolism going good. And it's really what I used to say to my team all the time: develop the routine that works for you. And the whole thing is just going to be just a waiting game. You're going to get to your goal weight. It's going to keep falling off. The hardest part is mental and staying consistent with it. But find the foods. If you supplement, find the supplements. Find the stuff that tastes good to you. Stuff you can enjoy. I promise you, it'll be much easier than you think. So, stay consistent. Show up for yourself. Win that day, alright? Catch you guys later.